maybe looks like a strange set of moustache, but in reality it's just iKeysRacing, Marco from Monza. Ciao, welcome back on iKeysRacing 2. This is the webcam to actually show my hands today while racing. It will happen in a couple of seconds, but welcome back on our community channel, where we are going to see in this reflective position the episode number 9 for the season of Indy Racing League, just on ovals, 1998, where I have discovered, thanks to TED and GPlaps, that you can go to see previous results. So we did not finish the first appointment at the Disney Speed World. In Phoenix, we did not finish. At Indianapolis, we did not finish. You voted previously to actually never give up, go on, and blah 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 blah. We won in Texas, almost, I don't remember, yes, leading more laps than any other guy. In Loudon we did not finish, but we got a point for a pole position, maybe, yes. Dover Downs did not finish, but we got 2 points for leading more laps and scoring the pole position. Then we won at Charlotte with pole position and most laps led. Pikes Peak was Kenny Brack to win, we finished 9th. Then it's time for the Night Atlanta, August 29th of 1998 originally. Starting with 48 points far from Billy Bott, 41 from Tony Stewart, 33 from Greg Ray, 7 from Kenny Brack, equal to Buddy Lazier. So in 6th position with 2 wins, 2 top 5 finishes that were also the 2 out of 3 top 10 finishes. We anyway, with 3 pole positions, have a decent amount of points, considering that for the 96-97 double year season and the prologue at the beginning of 96, we didn't score points for what I remember. So far, a decent season, far from actually having possibilities to win the championship with just 3 races and 75 points, 22 per each race, 3 times 66 points. I don't think it will happen to score, win everything, but we will try to do it, even if it is now a couple of weeks not playing anymore Indycar Racing 2, but who cares? The fact is, we load the Night Atlanta, I will show you the car setup, and then we will try a qualifying session. But so far, thank you very much for coming back, and see you on track. So now, what is the session? This is... let's start from the garage, because I will load the iKeysRacing qualifying, so you can have a look about tires just for... Oh, but I'm in the middle, sorry. Let me do this. Much better, okay. So I was saying, right front soft compound just for the qualification, as well as right rear. The same for left rear, left front. Stagger this time is plus 0.700 inches. Seems okay. The car tends to, let me say, a bit oversteer, push. Sometimes if I take corners too aggressively, but so far it's okay. For the qualification we can go down to 4 gallons, I think, maybe 16 liters more or less. Wings, 3 degrees at the front, 320 at the rear. Suspension, cambers are the one you see here, so minus 180 right front, minus 130. Plus 0.10 left rear, left front, minus 0.70. Shocks, as always with the oval racing, when I play 50 right front, 50 right rear, 100% stiffness at the maximum, left rear and left front. To me, it's a bit easier given that I'm not an expert of ovals. 16 degrees of wheel lock, it's more than okay. Gears, the 6th you see here. Technically here we use just the 6th gear, and that's it. Now, if I go to the next session, standings are like this. So 235 miles per hour, crazy speed average from Tony Stewart, 1 mile per hour less, but in reality it's just 0.2 something. Buddy Lazier, Billy Bott, current leader, if I'm not wrong, of the championship. Robbie Buell, Scott Sharp, Kenny Brack, the top 6, then Scott Goodyear, Greg Gray, Eddie Cheever, Sam Schmidt, closing the top 10. We have, if you remember, with the Riley and Scott chassis, Eliseo Salazar as the benchmark, as a sort of teammate, so I cannot accept from myself to do less better than Eliseo Salazar. So 231, let's say 232 miles per hour. That being said, we can save it. Don't take as granted the 236 you see here for iKeysRacing. I'm not sure to redo it properly while qualifying. The 255 of Billy Bott is absolutely unmatchable, so I will try my best. Wish me luck and see you on track. Okay, so let's try a 235, impossible to catch, but we will try. Okay, last corner of 4 turns, more or less. Green flag, and let's start our qualifying session. Slightly lifting before the apex. Cutting the apex here. One more. Lost the rear end. It's anyway pole position. Great thing, wow, by 0.8 miles, not a huge advantage, but anyway, the performance is there. I just hope to be consistent while racing, also because, as you can see, front and rear anti-roll bar are exactly in the middle position, so I should have a bit of room for more understeering or more oversteering attitude if needed, but more than happy to score another pole position, at least 1 point. Actually got with this performance. I do not remember where my pit is. It's also a training for the race, so there is this long, very long pit lane to be faced while racing. Good. So we immediately save things, because the pole position is not something that iKeysRacing Marco from Monza does very often, but more than happy to be at the top of the performances. So let's save it. Fine. We go to the next session at this point. At least I was close to my best personal during practice. We can maybe jump the warm-up, and for the race we can load the iKeysRacing qualifying. Just bring up to 40 gallons This is the original Indycar Racing 2, just modded for tracks and championship schedule and car set. So 40 gallons, I would just choose the right front compound as medium, because I fear it may overheat with the high level of fuel. And this one can be saved as iKeysRacing race. Okay, done. So I've not tested at high speed. I'm a bit stupid. I could have done a quick warm-up just to test myself over the full load of fuel, but at this point, who cares? So we go back to the standings. We start in the first row on pole position against Tony Stewart, then Buddy Lazier, Billy Bott, Robbie Buell, Scott Sharp, Kenny Brack, Scott Goodyear, Greg Gray, Eddie Cheever. Maybe we kicked one position down Eliseo Salazar from P17 to P18. Okay, I pretend from myself to at least finish in the top 10 with 2 miles per hour advantage, almost 3 miles per hour on a, how to call it, 500 miles, where here we have 208 laps. I must say I cannot accept from myself to not scoring points today. Okie dokie, we start with the turbo boost at 9, then we will decide corner by corner, lap by lap. Tire temperatures at the beginning, at least to have a bit of control. We will understand how much we will consume and use fuel, and then we will see what to do. Ready to start? I hope to run away immediately. As soon as the pace car will go away, I will go full throttle. Let's be easy with tires, no force feedback. The race is long, no problem to lose some positions here. We are very heavy also. AI tends to behave strangely sometimes, so let's stay far from troubles. And after we will reach 35 gallons, we will start to push a bit. I'm not aggressive, as you can see, but now I choose to be more internal. Ooh! Lost the rear end. And lost a bit of performance also. Again, so it's not time to push. Let me see damages. Luckily not. With the original set of damages would have been a did not finish. We are running with the medium type of damages. I fear we are becoming last. after the pole position, not really. Ooh, yellow flags here. Yes. I think we don't have enough speed, so I would go to the pit. We cannot below 3 degrees. The top speed is lacking terribly, so I would choose to actually reduce the rear wing. Yes, it's a risk, but I do not see anything better. And maybe losing the grip in the rear end, we use the front anti-roll bar a bit stiffer, the rear end a bit softer. Let's see if helps or not. Should be 80 miles per hour. Let's see if we can do a couple of laps almost full throttle to see the reactions. Okay, not enough to understand, but we go down in position 1 for the turbo. We are P29, apart from the immediate pit stop. Really, we weren't there with the top speed and also with the approach of each corner. So what was our strength during qualifying seems to be our weakness during race day with the race trim. Sorry to touch maybe Yele or Carlson, one of the two. See you at the restart. Okay, 1 lap until green. Tires are completely cold. 90 degrees Fahrenheit are 30 degrees Celsius. No, well, yes, if I'm not wrong with the calculation. No, half, sorry. So it's 45 degrees. They are 4 blocks of ice. Nonetheless, we will try to warm up properly, also because we have just how many cars? 3 cars. Maybe Marco Greco now is out due to my stupidity. Back to position number 9 for the turbo. Let's go back to see the temperatures, because until 150, 170 I will not push too much. But anyway, I don't have the top speed to cope with the others, so the engine maybe it's not pushing as it should. So unless there is something else going on, I fear we will finish last. And actually no performance. So maybe we will just a race to hope for the others to retire or to slow down maybe after a bit, but what a difference compared to the qualification. Here we are, we start to lose the rear end. So let's go with more stiffness at the front and more softness at the rear. We have 1 notch to play with, but nothing more. Temperatures are okay. I struggle to take full throttle each corner. first thing. And I'm not running as in qualifying with the same amount of confidence. And yes, if I push too much, this is the result. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. No damages, but yellow flags. No. Okay, the other thing I would think is the stagger. So at the next pit stop I would move from plus 0.7 inches to the opposite, like this, minus 0.7, and in case of yellow flags I will do it immediately, because it's the only thing that comes to my mind, considering that also if I can get, sorry, a lap time. I mean, now this is the average because of yellow flags, but I'm not running quick as in qualification. What a disaster. Last and lost. Let's see the lap time, but I'm really running badly alone. No, it's impossible to push. The slight loss of the rear end is manageable up to a certain point. I just lift a bit. And no yellow flag if I struggle with an almost crash. Let's get away because they will arrive very quick. So let me understand if this is Tony Stewart. I mean, let's try to follow them. They cut immediately the line, so I can try to follow them, hoping to not spin. Well, if I do not lift, I spin. Also, I'm overlapped, so I cannot fight as if I was on the same lap. So yes, maybe lift, anticipating the lift to actually insert the car into the racing line and then full throttle, maybe. Very different from the qualification. Maybe due to the load of fuel, could be. Okay. Let's do like the AI does. Also because the race is lost, so I don't have to invent anything else than doing maybe what the AI will continue to do until the end of the race, and that's it. Strange racing line, I must admit, something far from my original idea. Given that I scored the pole position. Okay, seems that we have a bit of better traction. We have just to lift while entering the corner. Oops, sorry. And then gently put the throttle to the fullest. still we are far from gaining back something compared to the leaders. Someone goes to the pit, we will maybe gain a bit of time. But then will be our turn to actually stop. And refuel. P21, fake position obviously, unless yellow flags will come to help us. P11 but P3, but it's fake. .6 gallons are 12 liters more or less. Don't do it. I did it. Okay, driving like this is not a drama. I mean, it's in comfort, even if it doesn't give me a practical sense compared to the qualification. but if it is effective, it's okay. Someone else in the pit. P1, but it's fake. Oops. But I have to stop now. And remember, we have changed the stagger. Let's see if it will help or not. We will lose a lot of positions, obviously. I think we go back to P25, P30. Ooh, understeer. Very understeer. Let's see if it is a stupid move to change the stagger from plus 0.700 inches to minus 0.700. Still one lap down. Fuel consumption more or less is the same as the others. We stop few laps later, but if you remember at the beginning I decided to go to the pit with the first yellow flag period came into action. The behavior seems the same. I think I've not had a brake action quick enough. Would have meant a retirement with the simulation damage mode. At least very loose, the front end. Not only you don't have the force feedback, but also there's a bit of lag, let me say, while using the steering wheel. My goodness. So I don't know what to do. I mean, there's nothing I can do more than go on this way, staying in the thread, in the loop. and hope for yellow flags coming in a moment where I need to refuel. It is the only way to actually hope to gain something. I mean, lose less time than the others. That's the only option I see. Anyway, let's prepare for the restart. We'll try to stay outside. No, I was touching, sorry, the front anti-roll bar and the rear anti-roll bar. I'm doing the same mistakes as in the first season. Hopefully we will not lose another lap. That was Jim Guthrie, who knows? Come on. Bang again. Let's see if with a bit of space we can understand. No, we can't. Okie dokie, let's wait until the restart. Sorry for the poor performance. I've been completely surprised by the dramatic change of performance actually happened between qualification and race day. I even fear that the AI is quicker today than during qualification, but maybe I'm wrong. Back to front and rear anti-roll bar in the mid position. I want to see the behavior also at the restart, if I will face again a strong understeering attitude. I will stay a bit calm now. I need to... Oh, great! I didn't notice also this mistake. Okay, at least with the different stagger, maybe we can take full throttle each corner. We will discover it after the penalty. Let's stay sure. 2 laps down now. Yellow flags here, maybe. Yes. stay behind car 20. Where is car 20? Before the start finish line. Come on. So if they now stop, I gain 1 lap. Let's start to play with the turbo boost to save fuel. So it was just a single spin for who? I don't know. Anyway, because if with this stagger that we changed from plus 0.700 inches to the actual minus 0.700 inches, if it allows to take full throttle each corner, I think we can gain a bit. I am almost thinking to stop again for refueling 3 gallons more, to always be at 40. It's with 3 gallons more is 3 laps. Let's see if appears the 1 lap until green. It's a stupid thing, I mean, will not change the world, but it's a thing. Turbo position number 9. Okay, too optimistic to do like Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise to arrive with hot tires, but let's see. No, she anyway goes, okay, no damages luckily, but she anyway goes into a slight spin, so it's mandatory to lift while entering corners. Anyway, let's concentrate on driving well outside mistakes. Not like this, Marco. Let's play a bit with anti-roll bars. A notch of stiffness at the front, a notch down of softness at the rear. No way. Again, one notch at the front of stiffness, one of softness at the rear. Wow, even while accelerating. No, no possibilities to actually be aggressive. No guys, I'm sorry, but today this race will be crawling to the end. I'm trying to understand if I can do something different, but everything I do is anyway not enough. I'm checking also the speed while cornering. 220 miles as an average. So I think that in the next pit what? Sorry. Damaged. But is it the same bug we had in a previous race? Sorry, but let me see the replay. Come on. I didn't touch anything. I mean, the car was here. It's not possible, this thing. There is a bug on... There was already a race, do you remember? With the editing at the end I will... I mean, in a second we are on the start-finish line. The previous second we were very far from the start-finish line. And so, one moment here, one moment here, then back in time, back time travel. Losing the position virtually, then here there is the damage. But for a moment we did a travel in time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here, 1 second there, second after. Back here, no way. But the moment here is absolutely funny, and then back losing the... And the car is already losing the rear end here. Here is, let me say, in a correct racing line, here on the start-finish line, then starting to spin. And it happened in a second, but I do remember another race doing the same stuff. The tires are running but with no power. Okay, so the indecent bug or whatever it was quite hammered our performance. So I fear that we can only press escape. With the editing mode, I will go back to understand when the race was finished like this. Very strange. A like accelerated time. Okay, sorry. Found in some way, and at least it's what I was looking for. So see you at the end of this, I hope, short, possibly set of 100 laps left. See you there. So in the meantime, I did also a quick research. Was the episode number 8 of the previous season, where happened the same kind of bug that you are going to see running on the screen. sort of time travel, space travel, don't ask me to specify it. Looks like a stupid bug. Sometimes happens. I don't know if it is in some way forced to happen due to my lifting and coasting, but it's not the first time. I do remember we faced something like that. So it's the second time at least in 2 seasons, and no problem at all. I mean, happens. So the race at the end is finished. Luckily we can save it. Buddy Lazier wins, leading also the majority of laps, so will score 21 points. Then Jeff Ward briefly in the lead, as well as Billy Rowe, Mark Dismore, David Bichler, Greg Ray, Scott Goodyear, Raoul Boesel, Davey Hamilton, Stefan Gregoire, Tyler Buell. I wonder if, apart myself, FDC, John Paul Jr., Guthrie, Steele, Colkins, Breck, Salazar out of points, Stewart out of points, Guerrero Bot, Lyondike, I think Robbie Answer. At the end, few drivers previously in the top 5 have scored points today. Anyway, sorry. So going back to the classification, up to Robbie Buell are the ones scoring points. The other point was the pole position. We did it. Very tiny consolation. Let's see also 24 lead changes, 7 times for 26 laps out of 208 happened caution flags periods. Margin of victory, wow, what a pity that differently from GP2 you can't watch the entire race if you are not racing. I mean, there is the replay, we can maybe go there to see it. 1 hour and 41 of racing. So let's go to catch. We said Buddy Lazier. Replay. Why there isn't the sound? So yes, sorry, we can have a look to the last lap like this. Let's see. Here we are. White flag. Well, it was a foursome battle, maybe. Wow, nice. But the standings are not saying, yes, the level of gap, but let me assume 1, 2, 3, 4 cars, maybe. Let's see, Buddy Lazier, Ward, Rowe, Dismore. Buddy Lazier, Buell, Rowe, Buell, Jeff Ward and Buddy Lazier. So Lazier, Ward, Buell, Rowe. Oh, okay, the other was Dismore. Anyway, the top 3 were all close together. Quite a finish. Let's save it. I mean, we would have not scored points anyway, so we can exit. Yes, 1 point for the pole position, 21 for Lazier, Jeff Ward 16, 14 Billy Rowe, 12 Dismore, 10 Bichler, 8 Greg Ray, 6 Scott Goodyear, 5 Boesel, 4 Hamilton, Stefan Gregoire 2, Billy Tyler, Mr. Tyler 2, and 1 point for Robbie Buell. The other one, as said, is our pole position, 1 point. That being said, so yes, it's more or less like it was before. Just Buddy Lazier with 21 points moved from 50 to 71. So 2 races to go, a total of 44 points available, And now there are 4 drivers possibly catching the victory, and even if we are going to score 44 points, impossible. 20 plus 1 pole position and most laps led, we would go to 95, so we would be, without the others scoring point at the end, second in the championship. But I think that also for Buddy Lazier will be quite tough. So I see just 2 races with these 3 guys actually having a chance. So we move to the P6. I don't remember if it was Greg Ray, the other scoring points today. Anyway, who cares? That's it. So we can, but we are the dominators of the season. 4 pole positions, 4 us, 3 Billy Bott, 2 Tony Stewart, out of 9 races of the 11 in total. So we are quick but not consistent, and also today without the bug we would have been anyway out of any possibility to score points, that's for sure. In the books, with the first win for Buddy Lazier, we will go back to the Texas Motor Speedway for the second time night race, where we have won during the season. This one I don't remember if it is exactly the same Texas 97 by night, if it is the daytime Texas 97, because I don't remember if I have found the night version. Just in case I should succeed on winning again, we would be the driver with most wins in season, because Tony Stewart 2 times, us 2 times, Billy Bott 2 times, Greg Gray 1, Kenny Brack 1, Buddy Lazier 1. So finger crossed, maybe we will do something like we did here. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Sorry for the strange behavior of the game today, but especially sorry for the lack of performances I have showed. I apologize, but really I was more in comfort during qualification than during race, where I've seen drivers really running away much more quicker than us. Maybe it's normal, maybe not, I don't know. But nonetheless, at least we are still there to possibly catch a final P5, P4 position, let's say P5 in the championship would be already a success given my previous performances during the prologue 96 season, during the first full season 96-97. So thank you very much for watching, stay into Indy Racing, and see you very soon for the next appointment. Stay very well, thank you very much, bye bye, ciao from Marco from Monza, ciao.